Hello, everyone. My name is Morgan Norris with Fox 5 Atlanta. We are talking to Schuylar Croom, the lead vocalist of He Is Legend. The band is performing June 7th at the Masquerade in downtown Atlanta. So, welcome back to Atlanta, Schuylar.
Yeah,
You
we're
already
very
told me that the
excited.
band is, getting their nice coconut water and everything. Y'all are ready. And I
Yeah,
say
yeah.
welcome back because you guys were here last year in the same month. Do you have any memories from Atlanta? How's it feel to be back in the A?
Oh, yeah. Atlanta is one of our favorites. We've been close. We're from Wilmington, North Carolina, so we're like time. Everybody's always treated us really nice, and yeah, the Masquerade's it's been a home from the earlier location, and coming now to this new spot. This is a great spot for us to be. So we're happy to be here, and happy to get back to Atlanta and play some more shows. It's going to be great.
Great, great. And I do want to commend He Is Legend for their artistry. I mean, I love Honey from the Hive. I love
Thank you.
Lifeless Lemonade, all the greats. But for those who aren't too familiar, can you give us a insight on the Fateful High Schoolers in 2003?
Oh yeah, when we first started the band, sorry. Hold on, I know this is going to be a little off, but I'm on with Fox, but I'm in the break this McDonald's right now. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm on TV. Yeah, it has to come inside here. Okay, okay, cool. I'm gonna move you, and we'll just talk while I get out of here because I'm being bad, like most punk bands. So yeah, we're here heading through, and I'll tell you, Atlanta has been, very beautiful to us most of the time. We've come through. We've played everywhere from the Drunken Unicorn, which is a small punk club, to we've done the Masquerade in all the rooms, and we played vinyl not too long ago, and every time it's super special and different. So yeah, sorry before I was kicked out of my other suite.
You're fine,
Yeah,
you're fine.
yeah, but
Cool.
we're just happy to be able with this tour in general, just being the 2020 year. Everybody's singing along, and like it's just a lot of crowd participation and dancing, and it's so fun and groovy. So we love it there, and it's one of the last stops on this tour. So it'll be a good homecoming. We'll have family coming out and stuff. So it's gonna be really nice.
And for those who don't know who He Is Legend is, can you give us a little insight on how you guys all got together in 2003?
So we had mutual friends. I went to a neighboring high school of Matt, Adam, and Steve, and we met, around 2000, 2001, and, or, right before the turn of the millennium, and just started playing together in various bands in North Carolina, and we bounced around with bands from Atlanta, like Norma Jean, which was Ludacris back then. They're a big heavy rock band we've played with for years and years and years. And yeah, this record came out in 2004. We were fresh on the scene, and it started a lot for us, obviously, but kind of started its own thing within the scene, and yeah, it was very interesting. We're just Southern rock band from Wilmington, North Carolina, but we've been doing it for 20 years now. So and it seems like people are just really excited to hear this in its entirety that we didn't know about until just recently. Some of these songs are my favorite songs we've ever written, and I just found that out like a couple weeks ago.
Very cool, very cool. Now, for those who again aren't familiar with He Is Legend, what are your top five most inspired rock bands? No particular order,
Oh
just your
yeah,
top five favorite.
I think we all collectively, we grew up on like Seven Dust and the Deftones, very new metal, Pantera, and those kind of those staples that were our early age loves, like Nirvana and things like that. But collectively, you know, we listen to a lot of hip hop. We listen to a lot of like country music, depending on our vibe in the band. But we draw our influences from tons. But I think Nirvana and Pantera and the Deftones and the things that really need to add together to form like this kind of, you know, collaborative team to create this music were juxtaposition bands like he kind of gave me Meshuggah, which was like a really heavy band that I wouldn't have normally gravitated towards, and I was more into things like The Cure and you know, 80s kind of new age or you know, new wave, dark wave, synth, goth stuff, you know. But we both grew up in Southern rock, with all the things together that we love and grew up on. We have eclectic taste, all of us in the band. Yeah, so we're constantly just studying music and listening to new stuff. So there's always new influences. We're on tour right now with one of our favorite bands from they're from North Carolina as well. They're called Code 7, and we've been listening to them since high school. So the fact that they're out with us on this tour is just, it's so meaningful. Everything about this tour is like really a good positive vibe and very meaningful for us.
I'd love to hear that. And those amazing legends, I mean, Deftones and etc. Now, you guys did say that you guys got a little sick, had to push back the
Oh
Fresno
yeah,
and LA tours, but you guys
yeah.
did a quick turnaround. I mean, what was the secret remedy? What was the secret for that? Because that was a quick turnaround.
Hydration, really. I think you know, I deal with like gastro issues due to diabetes. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I've been dealing with this my whole life, and so I have like some quick fixes for when I get sick. Just improve in one day, and everybody was just down like boom, 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 boom. So yeah, got everybody checked in after we had to unfortunately cancel the show or postpone the show because, you know, we're going back. But got everybody checked into rooms, and I got liquid IVs and coconut water and rice. You know, like the brat diet, which is bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast, just like bland. And yeah, just juiced everybody back up for a couple of days. It was rough. I mean, they were still sick a couple of shows after, you know, just like still trying to regain. It's just on the road, all of these stressors. You know, we're not in a tour bus. We drive ourselves. We have to do, you know, our day-to-day schedule has to be really put together. So part of that has to be, you know, you have to have decent nutrition. You have to make sure everybody moves around as much as they should, and because like 6 to 7 hours traveling a day in a van on a rough day is it's not good on your body. So over the years we've learned how to live that way and to make, you know, the things that we can have that are constants on the road, because so having small constants, like, you know, going to a place where everyone can get decent food, and, you know, like just making your stops a little smarter is a really good life hack for road life.
Definitely. And regardless, it is so heroic that you guys just pushed through it. I know you've been known for saying that you're never too sick to play. And I mean, about a
Yeah.
2-day turnaround, you guys were just back at it. So we really appreciate you guys just pushing through. I know it's been tough for sure.
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, we do what we can. We love Atlanta so much, so like it'll be one of those ones where we know we're juiced up because y'all got Pinky Cole and y'all got all the good restaurants that we like. We love Slutty Vegan. Yeah, so we're excited. We get real excited about Atlanta.
Nice, nice. So you're also known for making really, really cool artistic matches and gifting them, and
Oh,
even fans
yeah,
give you some. And you're quite the collector. Do you still sell some of those or have that interaction with fans?
that kind of came out of COVID. I was artistry, you know, and so I started just drawing on doing like lyric sheets with illustrations, and I've always liked to draw. I just never really thought anybody cared because it's so crude, but it became something I was like really interested in. And people, people know that I collect matches. I like the tangibility of like old design and just what matchbooks and matchboxes were back in a day where, like, you write a number on it, you put it in your pocket, you remember a night, good date nighting the matchbook. So I started drawing on them, and it became a real fun experience just to have something tangible to offer. And so yeah, I do that occasionally when I'm home and have the time. The lyric sheets are kind of an undertaking because I put a lot of time in them, and none of them are the same. They're all different. So I really get a lot of joy out of that. I just, different. The band is for all of us, and this is just kind of something personal that I could do on my own when we were kind of not able to do anything during the COVID. So yeah, I love doing that. I mean, and I love the fans bring me like old, I'll get a Ziploc bag full of matches, like matchboxes from a yard sale. I love that. I love things like that. I'm a sucker for a well-designed 8-ounce paper coffee cup, like the right colors together. It speaks to my soul.
So cool. So cool. And those were some lucky fans, I'm pretty sure. Now, He Is Legend had a break in about the early 2000s, and then they reunited in 2014. You mentioned that you guys had to just, grow into yourselves and things like that. So, how is it to just grow with your high school friends and grow with each other currently on tour? How is that dynamic right now?
If you ask anyone that's watching us, or that's a fly on the wall, some people would probably think me and Matt are like a married couple because the way we bicker. But we're a very close family. I've known these guys longer than most people in my life, and I've been in, we are family, and we love each other like brothers. And it's fortunate that we have not had any. There's never been any ill will. We've never had, we've never really had major problems other than just the little things that maybe bug somebody. And at the end of the day, it's like I would die for that person. We're lucky that we're all still friends. We all still care about each other and respect each other. And even with Jesse, who's the newest member of the band, but has been in since 2017, and he's one of my fastest friends. I trust him with my life, and I would do anything for him. We just have a really, really good team now. Zach's been with us for quite a while. It's just a vibe. Everybody feels great with the shows, and I feel like we challenge each other every day, and every show is a little better and a little better. Just even the shows where you may not have a huge crowd, but everybody's excited to be there and loving what's going on. It's better than the night before. It's a really good time. We're having a good time.
That's good to hear. I love that music just brings souls together. I truly believe that the best bonds, whether it's platonic friends, brothers, or whether it's even
Right,
married couples,
right.
music truly just brings everybody together. That's the most raw and most beautiful connections. I truly believe that. So my
Really
next
like true
question,
match that. Oh, sorry.
um, I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, just said music is the only like magical tool that's used across the board, no matter what you believe. Like everyone uses music to express, and it really is the thing that can bring everyone together, regardless of like race, creed, color, political, religious, ideations. It can all be, one sound can capture the world. So
Hmm.
I believe in that. I believe that can truly heal. There's healing qualities to music, and used in the right way, it can really do some good.
Definitely, definitely. a universal language for sure. Now, the name of the tour is I Am Holly Weird. Give us
Yeah.
a little background of like, what does that mean? Does it have anything to do with I Am Hollywood, the
Oh,
song? I mean, give us some background.
it's our career for anyone who's what we've done is involved with the band. I think it's an odd story, and people have known our relationship to this record. Like our fans know how that we went through a period where we felt we were kind of annoyed by this record and distanced ourselves from the sound for a while. So I think when people see this, they kind of know how the story as a whole is very strange, and yeah, it made sense to us because it's been a weird run, and, from the beginning, just the way I don't know, it's an odd the backstory is odd, and it's kind of for the fans more than anything. So the ones who get it know, and the ones who look into it would probably be amused.
Yes, and you guys really have that intimacy with your fans where it's like,
Yeah,
we get it. You may not get it, but we get it. And that's what I
yeah,
really love about you guys.
yeah. Our fans have been, they've been with us through a lot and given us some leeway to do things in a different way. So, I mean, I feel so grateful that like we do have a cult following, and we do have like a kind of an underground hush hush understanding with our fans that it's like solely theirs, but that is everything to us because we get to expound upon these worlds, and it is a little nerdy and comic booky, and it's but it's for those people that love it because we love it and they love it, so it's kind of just grown within itself and become its own thing. um and the new fans, I mean, that's the thing that blows my mind because I'm 41 years old, my hair is turning gray, but I'm meeting kids that are like 12 that are in love with the music, and noticing that is like one of the biggest blessings of my entire life. That it transcends to the younger generation because that's just means we did something right, I guess.
Right, and that's what it's all about for sure. Speaking of comic book, you guys love storytelling, and you
Yeah,
yourself have a passion for that as well, and so does the band. I hear the fans talking about a certain universe that you guys have throughout your music, whether that's in the song China White or
yeah,
just other songs that fans are like, there's like a universe and just something connecting some kind of characters. Are we
yeah,
gonna get any of those songs on tour in Atlanta? And can you bring us into that universe?
yeah. I mean, I work in film as well, and I've always been passionate about filmmaking. And I know Atlanta is a huge film town. A lot of people have come from Wilmington and vice versa. Um, and I just, at a young age, was playing with this idea of this kind of story of a like kind of ethereal killer, timeless, just like your classic boogeyman. Um, and that became the China White series. And within the fan base, people talking about it and theorizing about what I meant as a kid when I wrote the first lyrics to the first one. I would read these things that fans were expounding upon, and just like these theories grew in their own world. And so the second one I think was kind of organic and threw my own ideas of it early on. But after China White 3, it just seemed like we couldn't stop. And I started really looking into what the fans were saying, and the theories were amazing because I think poetry should be interpreted by the reader, and lyrics by the hearer. And so I've always kind of left those things up to interpretation. But in my mind, there is a color palette and a universe that it all exists in. So 7 records now, when I hear some sort of way that it's done before vocals are in there, I can hear that Adam's way, and it sounds to me, it feels to me like it's in that universe, and then the story kind of comes out of that. But yeah, the fans have inspired that to keep going, and there's a China White, something in that universe on all the records. I've been toying with the idea of trying to use my very crude drawings to tell the story through like a graphic novel over the last little bit, because I like to talk to the Reddit community, and our Reddit subreddit group is where I kind of bounce ideas off of fans and chat with them, and they like to, there's been threads about that universe, and I just love hearing people theorize what it is, and it does inspire me to alter it. But yeah, it seems like to me like a meditative place where certain lyrics exist that might not be mine, and just kind of come out of the ether towards this story and in this universe. And fairy tale kind of comic booky thing that we do, but it really inspires me, and I love being able to do it, and the fans seem to really enjoy that, especially when it's little Easter eggs and just winks of it, and if you know the lore, you can pick it up. It's nice.
Yes, and there's no better place to experience that artistry than Atlanta itself.
Yeah.
Now, with the concerts, it's kind of like a personal question. Are you guys looking to stream these concerts on YouTube, people who can't make it or anything like that, or is it just live?
I think I'm of the school where I feel like a live performance is for the people that bought the ticket, and I think a lot of things get put on the internet now that probably should remain in a natural, open element. And I think there's a time and a place for streaming the right thing, and but if you ask the band on most occasions, they would rather the sound be, like mixed out right. And when you're getting sound from a camera, there's a lot of, especially with bands like us who play live loud amplifiers, like there's a lot of distortion in these small mics, and I just, I know that phones are an extension of our body now, but there is a little loss behind when you look out and you see people watching a live performance through a phone. I personally think that, I would rather it be the other way around, but this is the times we live in. But I do think there are people that have that have the wherewithal to put their phone down and be in the moment, and I think that's great. Yeah, so I would think for the right thing, streaming is fine, but live shows, especially shows like ours that are high energy and they're sweaty and a lot of people dancing, I think it's important to kind of be in the moment and, presence.
Right. So you heard it, folks. Experience it in person. He is Legend is a whole experience. Yeah. Now for like the common question that you probably get asked all the time. I know you guys have a second leg of the tour, but what's next for He is Legend? I'm hearing another album sometime soon for the fans.
I think we are going to start writing this winter. But yeah, this year is just, for now, it's I'm Hollywood 20-year anniversary, and that's the second leg will hit everywhere we've missed on this tour. I know we've got to make up some shows in LA and get up to the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, that's about that. We're actually got to get on the road here in a minute because we're heading to Austin. But yeah, that's we've got a big festival, South by, or So What Festival in Dallas is coming up on Sunday, I believe, the 2nd, and then heading to Atlanta.
Cool. I'm sorry, it was kind of delaying there and kind of cutting off. You can go ahead and finish.
Oh no, that's it. I think we're just on the road to Austin now. We're about to jump back in the van, and and get loading in and sound checked and everything. But yeah, we'll be in Atlanta in a few days, so hope everybody can come out and shake it.
Great. Give us one word to describe the upcoming Atlanta performance. One word.
Memorable, especially if you're into this album. It's very.
You heard it, folks. Come see He Is Legend June 7th at the Masquerade. It will be memorable and it is a whole live experience. So make sure you come out. Thanks, Schuylar.
Thank you, Morgan. It was very nice talking to you. Can't wait to be in Atlanta.
Woo! Thank you.